Hey everybody, Happy New Year! Today we're going to be talking about Hammer in the New Year. We do weekly streams here at Art of War and we are back at it. I'm so excited. I am reinvigorated. We got a new year, new Warhammer, new all this stuff coming at you, and we got a new stream studio that is in the works. So the quality of our content is about to skyrocket. We are so excited here. Today we're going to be talking about Hammer in the New Year, which is a GT that's very close to my heart. Back when I lived in the northeast of the United States, I would come to this pretty much every single year and often compete for like first, second, that kind of thing. This is back in like 2015, 2016, ancient times these days. But a lot of my friends from back in that area competed still, so lovely to see those same names. And we have an army that I'm exploring right now, very near and dear to my heart, Adepta Sororitas, taking first place in this event. So if you want to hear more about sisters and all that, we do a weekly show in the War Room where I talk about sisters and my journey about learning how to play them. And it's getting really, really good as we get into these later weeks, so you can check that out in the War Room. There's actually a link below for your 3-day free trial of the War Room going on right now. So if you want to check out that sisters content or maybe any of our coaching matches, we do 3 coaching matches per week, in addition to a bunch of other video types things to help you get better. And the quality of all this stuff, I'm telling you, everybody, is about to skyrocket. So definitely give that 3-day free trial a click. So in this show, we talk about tournaments, we talk about who wins, we talk about who loses, we talk about the story behind the victory. And basically, that's what we're going to be doing today. So at Hammer in the New Year, this is a smaller GT. This is like 40-ish people, 50 people, give or take on the year. And the thing with this tournament is the concentration of quality player, like multiple super major winners in attendance at this thing. So with that, you're guaranteed to have super awesome, super hard games, and winning this thing is incredibly challenging and impressive for whoever manages to pull it off. So here we can see Jeffrey Kadner with Adepta Sororitas in first place. Now, those of you who aren't familiar, Jeffrey actually came on the Art of War podcast after winning his debut tournament at the U.S. Tampa Open last year in October-ish. And since then, he's been on an absolute tear with sisters. And the thing with Jeffrey is his sisters list doesn't really operate in the traditional sense of what is conventionally considered good for sisters. And we'll get into all that. But then you can see also second place, Austin Winfield, also undefeated here. He must have had fewer battle points or strength schedule, whatever the tiebreaker was. But, equally as impressive showing with none other than Adepta Sororitas. And fun fact, Austin's list and Jeffrey's list are also different to each other. So we're going to break all that down. Charlie Craig, he's been an up-and-comer on the scene for quite some time now, going 4-1 with the world leaders, losing round 1. Matt Shookman, an Art of War team member, going 4-1 with Eldar. Mark Hertel, local player in their area who's also won major GTs, running Space Marines. Andrew Gagno, another multi-super major winner, also Art of War team member, 6th place with Tau. Then we've got Stephen Page with Necrons. Harley Austin going 3-2 with Black Templars, and then it kind of trickles off from there. So we're going to take a look at this top 8, top 7, the 4-1 and the 5-0 players, their list, their strength schedule, and how they beat it. If you're enjoying this kind of content, everybody, click that subscribe button right now. Just do it. Just do it. Help us out. Help us in the new year. Help us afford all the wonderful upgrades that we are purchasing to bring you better viewership, and smash that subscribe button. Okay, so looking at this list, we got Jeffrey Kadner's. The thing about Jeffrey is, he's a fluff maniac. He is going to be naming his characters and doing all kinds of this and that in what is normally a very competitive environment where you don't do that kind of stuff. And not like as a rule, just like, why would you? But here he is with the statuary tender honest, the Imagifier with Litanies of Fate. Then he's got Junith, Morven Val, Prioris Sabine. A Palatine with the good stuff, the blade. A missionary with the saintly example. I do love that bald man who just goes and kills himself. 10 sisters, 10 sisters, 10 sisters, and 10 sisters. One of them has an artificer, Stormbolter, whatever that choice is. 40 girls. You don't really see 40 girls in those sisters lists. But you really do it's a lot of bodies. It's super durable. I hear your comment, Cloudborn, on the echo. This is the first time streaming in this new stream studio. I'm going to try to fix that really quick. One moment, everybody. So, hopefully that helps with the echo. We just opened the door. It's pretty much the best we can do at this moment, but that's what we got. Good feedback, good feedback. If you have any other feedback about the sound quality or anything like that, please do let us know. So we've got 2 immolators, twin multi-melta, both got 100 killers. This is going to break those sister units up. So he's got a lot of units going on right here. Then a Rhino with a hunter killer, a Retributor squad with 4 multi-meltas. They're probably popping out of one of those immolators. You got that multi-melta action. He's got a lot of hidden multi-meltas. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 multi-meltas in this army. That's definitely a sticking point. We've got a Castigator, double Castigator with the Battle Can. I really have not been liking Castigators, but to be honest, people be loving them. The Feral and the Fool, 2 solo Mortifiers, the Cogbreakers, the Paragons, joined to Morven Vol. Did I even see Morven Vol in here? I'm sure I did. Yeah, she's right there. Prior Sabine, how could I forget? And then we've got 10 Novitiates, 2 Crusaders, and a Calidus Assassin. So the thing with Jeffrey's list is that it doesn't run Exorcist, it doesn't run Arc of Flagellants, and probably the most insane part, it doesn't run Triumph of St. Catherine. Now, he's gone into detail about why he runs what he runs in the Art of War podcast and how it all comes together as a sum than more than its parts. And in this specific case, this is all about leveraging Sister's ability to deal damage from lots of different places. You can see how he's got all these different multi-meltas. He's got the Paragons, he's got the Emmulators, he's got the Battle Sisters, he's got the Retributors. Such a concentration of multi-melta damage. A very good Miracle Dice factory in the form of all of these litanies of faiths or all these sister squads splitting up to die, and then the missionary with Saintly Example. It kind of works together really, really nicely. The Imagifier really helps get you some value out of re-rolling those Miracle Dice, so that you can kind of pretend you don't have Triumph while making up for that. Junith for CP, Morven Vol going on those Paragons. It's just a very, very shooting-oriented damage-dealing Sisters list. It's skipping some things I like to see in Sisters, like the Seraphim and the Zephyrim, just to do mission play stuff, things like that, but you can't deny its effectiveness. It went 5-0. Jeffrey's an amazing player over here. Let's take a look at Austin Winfield's Sisters, because these are quite a bit different. So here we've got a second Dialogus, Junith, the Missionary with Saintly Example, Morven Vol, Palatine, Celestine, and Triumph. So way more heavy on characters, to the point of simply just giving up Assassinate, the double Dialogus, one with the Palatine. He's got a lot of girls coming in here. So then we've got 10 Sisters, an Immolator, double, triple Castigator, 2 packing the autocannons, getting the twin linked goodness, 1 packing the battle cannon, a unit of 10 Sacrosants, probably joined by Junith for that -1 to hit for Binville combo. -1 to hit, -1 to wound for Binville. 2x2 Crusaders, a solo Exorcist, Paragons with Morven Vol, Retributors with the Multi-Meltas, and a unit of Seraphim. So very similar in concept to Jeffrey's, lots of firepower coming from lots of different places. Little lighter on the Battle Sister body element, way heavier on characters and vehicles. So to Jeffrey's double Castigator, Austin has gone for triple Castigator and an Exorcist. So 2 more heavy, hard-hitting tanks there in indirect fire. Then we've got, instead of 1 Immolator and 40 Sisters, or 2 Immolators and 40 Sisters, we've got 1 Immolator and 10. But then we've got things like the Triumph, the Dialoguses, we've got the Seraphim unit to help with mission play. It's a little more of a brute force hammer in terms of how it's applied than Jeffrey's, because Jeffrey's is more diversified in terms of the number of units that do damage. But Austin does have more mobility from the Seraphim and more just general vehicle profiles. The characters give you some play in weird ways with standing back up. Very much the case that the sisters these are both two very solid lists, honestly. They really are. I got some chatter. Glad that Art of War is back. How do you like the new studio? The new studio is very much under construction. Little known, behind this green screen is just blank walls. But we are getting there. And very soon we're going to have the fruits to be born from this new studio upgrade. We are so excited. So thank you all for your support. Smash that subscribe button while you're at it, while you're down there. Just show that support. Charlie Craig with World Eaters. We've got Angron, Lord Invocatus, and a Master of Executions with the glaive. 10 Jackals, 5 Berserkers, and 1 Rhino. That's going to be joined to the Master of Executions, no doubt. They're going to go into the Rhino. 6 Exalted 8-bound, 6 more Exalted 8-bound, and double Land Raider. What a Chad. Okay, so Exalted 8-bound, I believe, can go in Land Raiders as an option. I mean, they scout, so maybe this is like if you're going second, you defensively get into the Land Raider. If you're going first, just go ahead and forward and charge for the Blood God. I don't know. I mean, the Land Raider's at a level of shooting and durability that is kind of unprecedented by normal World Leaders, but they don't really hit in the way that more 8-bound Exalted 8-bound would hit. Obviously, it's gone 4-1, which is a very World Leaders type of finish. Really well done for Charlie Craig for 3rd place here. Matt Schuckman, our boy home with Azuriani. Let's see what he's running. 2 Avatar version 1. I wonder what it is. We've got the Autarch with the Phoenix Gem. We've got an Avatar. We've got a Farseer. We've got Fugan. And we've got the Incarn. Yep, there's the double Avatar. But there's a twist. Here's double Fire Prism. We haven't seen Fire Prism since they got nerfed like the 5th time. I don't know. But they're still good, apparently. Got 2 of those. A Night Spinner, 5 Rangers, 5 Swooping Hawks, a Warwalker, and 5 Spiders. So a lot of mission play and some Infiltrators. A single Night Spinner instead of triple Night Spinner, but to make up for, they got 2 Fire Prisms. So I'm not really sure what this variation is. It's probably Matt just experimenting because he plays Eldar literally nonstop. For him, this GT is in his backyard. But basically, the Fire Prisms are more tech for anti-tank. And as you'll notice from the list here, we've got a lot of tough things in the meta. I mean, or at least the top lists are geared for killing lots of tough things. Like both of these Sisters armies have Melta Cannons and Castigators and Paragon Suits. And that is a Sisters list designed to shoot Melta Guns at you. And then World Leaders are World Leaders. They're just going to do what World Leaders do. But notice the variation of the World Leaders is double Land Raider and Angron. A lot of durable stuff in this compared to like normally soft 8-bound and Gorm Berserkers. And then Matt, his list is literally double Avatar and vehicles and skirmish MSU trash. No wonder there's multi-meltas galore. The thing here is all of them are very kitted, even Matt's list not taking Night Spinners, for Fire Prism pain. You know, let me pretty much just blow you up with anti-tank shots. So I wonder what the response is, and we'll see if we can see as we get more into the midfield here, the people who went X and 1, the people who went X and 2, if they're bringing those vehicles that got shot to death by those undefeated Melta Guns and these Fire Prisms that went X and 1. So we got Mark Hertel. Mark Hertel's got Land Raiders for Days is the name of his list. Okay, so this is 2 lists in the top 5 that are packing multiple Land Raiders, I'm imagining. Apothecary Biologist, Lieutenant, Marty's Calgar, 6 Aggressors, 6 Blade Guard, 3 Centurions, 3 Inceptors, 3 Inceptors. There it is, 1 Land Raider and 2 Redeemers and a Calidus. Okay. Did I call it? Or did I literally call it? The top lists are Melta Cannons out the wazoo. 4th place, and for 5th place here, he's got 3 Land Raiders. 3rd place had 2 Land Raiders. What is going on in the Virginia Meadow? Oh my goodness. Okay, so triple Land Raiders, Space Marines with Inceptor and Centurion and Aggressor and Blade Guard support. This actually looks terrifying. This is a great army. It's a little awful at doing mission stuff, but it makes up for it in raw power. Up until it hits a gajillion Melta Cannons. My God. Okay. So then we've got Andrew Gagno, our other Art of War member here, who's got Tau Hitney, Hammer in the New Year. Okay, so then we've got Cadre Fireblade, another Cadre Fireblade, and a third Cadre Fireblade. Boom, boom, boom. Commander from Cold Star with the Cyclic Ions and Exemplar of the Callion, and Long Strike. So normally you see a lot more Cold Star and Cyclic people, but he's going for triple Cadre Fireblade, which I believe is like the Fire Warrior character. So that's pretty good. Probably indicating a more infantry-based list. Long Strike, of course, is like you hit on 2 plus railgun that messes your day up. 10 Breachers, 10 Breachers, 10 Breachers, 30 Breachers. Pretty solid. Very nice. Probably joined by 3 Cadre Fireblades. They probably shoot super hard at close range. Devilfish, Devilfish, Devilfish. Wonder what's going in those 3. A 4th Devilfish. I bet we're going to see Pathfinders. We've got Crisis Suits, a nice 6-man with plasma rifles and Cyclics. More plasma rifles than Cyclics. We've got 14 plasma rifles and 4 Cyclics. I don't know what all the rage is with the plasma rifles. Maybe they're better anti-tank than fusion blasters, point for point, or shot for shot, math for math. Better all-around choice. Could be a response to this Land Raider meta we're seeing. I truly have no idea. I'm used to seeing Cyclics. Siegs has been on the fusions. I think the fusions are so good. And as you're seeing, all there's Melta necessary everywhere in various places. Another Hammerhead. Look at this. We've got double Fire Prism. We got 25 Melta guns in the Sisters list. And now we've got double Hammerhead in this Tau army. What meta are we stumbling into? 2x4 Recruit Hounds, a nice 10-man Pathfinder team, solo Piranhas, boom, 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 solo Tetras, boom, boom, boom. Nice MSU skirmish to round out this army. So another thing that I think is really fascinating about this Tau list is, well, I thought it was trying not to give a max bring it down, but I feel like I'm lying to myself because it did bring 6 vehicles in addition to Crisis Suits. But the Crisis Suits can legitimately strike and fade all game. And they're not killing themselves because they're not all Cyclics. And then 6 tanks that give up 3 per tank is going to give up a bring it down score, but it doesn't necessarily just auto 20 like Tau. Typically just give up auto 20. So this could be a variation of Tau that's trying not to give up bring it down. I know Richard is also doing some Devilfish, Breacher, whatever that is. Did I miss the Pathfinders? No, they're right there. Okay, yeah, they're going to Devilfish. Okay, and as we make our way through the last of the X and ones, we have Stephen Page with Necrons, new Necrons. Canoptek's 2 Wraith, 3 Satanless. I wonder what's going to be in this thing. I really wonder. We've got the Nightbringer, we've got the Void Dragon, we've got 1 Hexmark Destroyer. I hate that guy, he's so good. The Technomancer with the Dimensional Sanctum. This is Canoptek, yeah. Then we've got another Technomancer and a Transcendent. So 2 Wraith, 2 Technomancers to go in the race, triple Satan. He spelled it out right there. 2 Doomstalkers. I don't love Doomstalkers. I played against them quite a few times. I do not play Necrons, but I don't understand the Doomstalker hype. I think they're pretty mediocre. Okay, so 2 Doomstalkers. Scarabs. There's the double Wraith that was promised. 3 solo Locust Destroyers. That's nice skirmishing, mission play, screening, all that jazz. And 2x3 Tomb Blades, good mission play. So this is a Necron list that instead of going 18 Wraith double Satan is like going triple Satan 12 Wraith. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. This list is good. Can't deny that. Okay. So people liking the Land Raider meta. I didn't know that we were in a Land Raider meta. I told you, 2024 is a new year, new meta. I mean, last I checked, Chaos Space Marines were good, and now Necrons joined the scene. Those are Wraiths and not Land Raiders, and now everybody's got Land Raiders. I didn't know that Chaos Space Marines couldn't kill Land Raiders, but apparently not. Or maybe they can. Where are the Chaos Space Marines? They're not even in attendance. Where is the first Chaos Space Marine player? I need to look this up. More Sisters. There's 3 Sisters players before the Chaos Space Marines. If this is near your local, I don't know what you've done to these people, but you've converted them all. I'm in 20th place and I haven't seen a Chaos Space. There it is. 2 and 3, Zach Gitlin with Chaos Space Marines. Shout out to Zach for representing. RIP Chaos Space Marines. Did everyone just forget they were good? Has everyone just made a pact in the new year not to play Chaos Space Marines tournaments? I really don't know. Nick, check out Space Smoking Boots. This is from Phil. We love Phil. Phil is the founder of this tournament. Brian Williams, away games with Death Guard. Away games. So, okay, I don't know what the lack of CSM in this meta is. I don't know what the Land Raider stuff they're going on. One of the most common team names I'm seeing here is Plastic Crack Anonymous. That man is running double Land Raider in his World Eaters. I don't know what kind of Plastic Crack they're on. I'm not trying to pretend, but this Land Raider meta, I don't know what it's on about. Let's take a look at their strength of schedules. So Jeffrey played against Tyler Planto round 1. And the thing with Sisters, I will also add, is basically that Sisters kind of have a game into anybody. It kind of doesn't matter what they play because they have a legitimate game plan to play into anyone, which is one of my favorite things about them. So Tyler is playing Tyranids. He's got Invasion Fleet with the High Tyrant, Narrow Tyrant, Prime, some Little Bugs, Biovore, Double Exocrine, Double Haruspex, Maleceptor, a Norn, and some Warriors. So it's pretty average-ish Invasion Fleet, I would say. Pretty run-of-the-mill variety of monsters, some other data sheets, small bugs, skirmish bugs. Nice solid one for Jeffrey there. Zach Gitlin, who was our one and only Chaos Space Marine player, who's titled this list the Chaos Space Marine Party Bus. Hold on, Zach. You might have just become my favorite person in this tournament. We've got a Chaos Lord, a Chaos Lord, a Chaos Lord, and Cypher. 10 Cultists, 10 Legionnaires, 10 Legionnaires. Okay, so I'm down to... through characters and through the battle line units of this list, and it is point for point my world's list at this point. Like point for point my world's list. Okay. 3 Rhinos. Sorry, we're also 3 dedicated transports, and we are still point for point my world's list. 10 chosen, 5 chosen, 5 chosen. Forge Fiend, 2 a Blitz, 2 a Blitz, 3 Neuralings. This is point for point my world's list. Oh my goodness, this is literally point for point my world's list. Oh, I'm sorry you went 2 and 3, Zach. You should sign up for coaching and subscribe to the War Room. But, oh man, that really, 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 really warms my heart. Oh, I'm sad to see him go down to Jeffrey, but wow, the one CSM player actually copy-pasted my world's list. That is amazing. Thank you, Zach. Thank you for your representing. Okay, then we got Matthew. He's got Glad Wolves, Herald Deathwolf, Lieutenant Logan on a Storm Rider, 1, 2, 3 Thunderwolves, 4 Thunderwolf Lord people, Battle Leader stuffs, 10 Hellblasters, 5 Infiltrators, Land Raider, 3 Thundercab, 3 Thundercab, 3 Thundercab. Okay, I am glad to see the Thunderwolf meta is not only theoretical. I'm also glad to see that it lost because I don't think it's that great. And the big chunky based Thunderwolves, I'm a move blocking kind of guy, and I'm telling you that it really warms my heart to see a giant unit of Thunderwolves trying to navigate between 2 ruins, and oh, that just looks so move blockable to me. But I'm glad someone's trying it out here. Jeffrey was able to dismiss it though. Eric Horger, longtime veteran of the Warhammer scene, moved to the UK for work, moved back to America for I don't know reasons, but also playing World Eaters, and I believe his list is a copy-paste of our Art of War coach, Anthony Bonilla. So let's take a look. We've got Angron, Karn, Lord and Bacchatus, World Eaters on a Juggernaut with Favorite of Khorne, Master of Executions with the Glaive, 10 Jackals, 10 Berserkers, 5 Berserkers, Double Rhino, 3 8-bound, 6 Exalted 8-bound, 6 Exalted 8-bound. That is copy pasta. Very strong showing, losing only to Jeffrey, and then maybe in this last round. Then we got James, who's got Dark Angels with Azrael, Blade Guard, Champ, Chaplain, Termi Armor, Lieutenant with Combi Weapon, Lion L. Johnson. I think he's very good, and no one talks about him. He's pretty awesome. And a Tech Marine. 5 Deathwing Knights, a Lancer, a Land Raider Redeemer. Hey, more Land Raiders, everybody. More Land Raiders. Got those melted guns putting in work here. So in the finals, Jeffrey had to play against a Thunderstrike, double Land Raider, a Lancer, and Deathwing Knights. No wonder he wanted 4 million melted cannon shots. I haven't even played Dark Angels in this edition. What a meta. So that was Jeffrey's strength of schedule path to victory. Very wide variety. Austin over here had a bit of a different one. He got Thomas Barnes, who had Space Marines. He's got variety of characters. This is Salamanders. You got Vulcan, Intercessors, 6 Aggressors, 3 Eradicators, 3 more Eradicators, Infernus Marines, Infiltrators, some War Suits, and a Redeemer. Pretty infantry-heavy space list. I could see how Triple Castigator really gives this fits. Then we've got Norman Greenberg with All Dogs Chaos Knights. The list is titled it. We've got 6 Brigands, 6 Carnivores, some Nurglings, and Celesky. This is not all dogs. That is 185 points of demons. That could be another dog. Come on. Don't lie to me. Then we've got Leah Schneider. Leah's been running... Oh, Votan. Can we just appreciate how offensive this list looks? How daunting it is to just even look at on the screen. I don't want to read this. It's got 2 calls. It's got 20 dudes. It's got the Brokir Thunderkin. It's got a unit of 5 Berserks, 2 Einhir Hearthguard, 3 by 3 Pioneers, 6 Sagittars. 5 Sagittars, I can count. MSU Votan. That's what they do. Double Terminator Brick. That's the variation. Boom. Love that they include bikes. I feel like bikes are auto-include. Austin knocked out James in round 4, only to have James knocked out by Jeffrey in round 5. Man, James had a bad Sunday. James was our Dark Angel player. And then Stephen Page in the end here with the Canoptek's 2 Wraiths and Satan, also going down to Austin. So as you can see, that's kind of what happened there. Just Spectres knocking down the tanks that are lining up. Land Raiders up to bats. Melta Cannons knock them down. Charlie Craig, with his double Land Raider Engron 12-8 bound World Leaders. He knocked out quite a few players going 4-1, but who did he lose to? Andrew Gagnon with the Tau. Andrew Gagnon with the Tau. So who did Andrew Gagnon lose to? Right after beating Charlie Craig in round 1, he played Matt Shookman. Oh man, what a brutal day 1. This is the thing with this tournament. I'm telling you, all of you, the Hammer in the New Year is a Shark Tank. So Matt Shookman, who won his first 2 games, beating Andrew Gagnon in round 2, lost round 3, also out day 1, to Stephen Page. And Stephen Page was our Necron player, 2 Wraiths in the Catan. It all comes full circle, everybody. It really does. And that is Hammer in the New Year. Every single week we do a tournament review video just like this one. We might start getting Q and myself to do them together. We'll see. We'll play around. We're going to upgrade our stream qualities even more and more and more. Feedback like our sound being echoey or anything about the green screen, anything like that, let us know now. But as we introduce more elements to our stream studio setup, we'll be able to increase that quality for you. So if you're here for this kind of content, the daily live streams, the coaching matches, the strategy sessions, the Finding My Faith videos, check out that 3-day free trial. You can check it out for free. It's going to be wonderful. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and have a wonderful, wonderful New Year, everybody. We'll catch you later.